Welcome everyone to the Bridge Ministry training video. If you're watching this right now, it's because you have signed up to be a part of our task force this Christmas Eve here at Pikes Peak Christian Church. And first of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for considering being a part of this ministry just for Christmas Eve. You know, the Bridge Ministry is still very much a new ministry here at Pikes Peak, and we're expecting the largest amount of first-time guests that we've ever seen on Christmas Eve here at Pikes Peak. And so it's great to have so many people considering being a part of this ministry. And we want to make it as easy as possible for you. We want to set you up for success. And so this whole video, we're just going to talk about what it takes, the time commitment, and how you can do it well. Speaking of time commitment, just want to let you know from the very beginning that what we're really expecting is that you be there for 20 minutes after the service is over. Because after the service is over, we're going to have people coming out. They're going to have questions about Pikes Peak. And some of them you're not going to be able to answer. So we want to make sure we get your information and that we get their information down and that we put down all kinds of comments and what kind of things they're asking us about so we can follow up with them. Because that's really what the Bridge Ministry exists to do. The Bridge Ministry exists to help make a relational contact for people who are outside of Pikes Peak, so hopefully they can get connected on the inside. And so, we do want to also ask that if you have the time, we would love for you to show up 15 minutes early. This is a big if. We're not expecting this, but man, if you can go above and beyond what we're expecting, we'd love to see you there 15 minutes before service to help people in from their cars if the weather is bad, to help scrape sidewalks if needed, to just be there, to just be another friendly face, and help answer basic questions like where are the bathrooms or where's childcare and all that kind of stuff. And so if you can show up for that, if you can show up for that, that would be great to have you at that time. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to show you where you're at, where you're going to be working, and the kind of stuff that you can do while being a part of the Bridge Ministry on Christmas Eve. This is the Connection Center. Whether you call it the Welcome Center or the Information Center, it does all that and more. This is where we're going to be asking all of our Bridge people to be standing after the services are out on Christmas Eve. We're going to devote this whole area just for Bridge people because hopefully people will enjoy their time here enough that they want to know more about Pikes Peak Christian Church. So when those doors open, they'll come right here. And we through announcements or through other different avenues, we're going to be telling people to come here if they have any questions. Now, there's a connections card that we're going to be having everyone fill out during the service. And for some, that's enough. But I know that there are others who would just kind of want that personal touch. And that's why you're here, to make sure that those guys get an actual connection. And that's all about that relational connection of the Bridge Ministry to help you find an actual face, someone that you actually know who can actually answer your questions. And that's why you exist. Now, when these questions come up, you might not actually know how to answer them, and that's okay. What we're going to have you do is you're going to grab this little information sheet on one of these clipboards. You're going to get their names, some basic information, and put their questions down, and tell them that someone will be contacting them later. Now, if you know how to answer the question, just go for it. You know, some of you I know have been members here for a while, have been attending here for a while. That's great. If you know the answer, you can just give it to them. But if you're not quite sure, feel free to put this down and tell them someone will follow up with them afterwards. Now, there might be moments that the person just needs something more. They need an answer right away. If that's the case, you don't know how to answer the question, then we'll have a lead Bridge person at each service who just is a little bit more knowledgeable about the church and things going on here. Feel free to refer them to that person and bring them to them and say that you don't know how to answer this question, but they might. And there might be a really serious question comes up. You know, Darren is going to be doing a big kind of altar call during the Christmas Eve services, and so some really heavy stuff might come up. If that's the case and you feel very uncomfortable or feel even a little uncomfortable, feel free to go bring them to a staff person, and the staff person can then assist them in some of those more serious questions. Now, one last requirement we're going to ask of you guys is to make sure that you come out of the services 2 minutes. Come out 2 minutes before the service is over. While everything's being wrapped up in there, why don't you stand up and come on out here, because we want you to be ready for all those people that are going to be coming out. Now we want to show you we want to role play with you a little bit how this could look. So this is just a little role play of how to kind of do this Bridge Ministry the right way. Hello, sir. My name is Jeff. Can I help you with anything?
Hi, I'm Sam. Hey, my wife and I just moved here, and we were wondering what kind of children's program you have.
Oh, you know what? We have stuff every single weekend, and while you guys are actually in service, We have stuff that you can bring your kids to. We have some great childcare. But I'd love to get you in contact with Corey, who's actually our children's ministry director. Can I do that for you?
Yeah, you have a card or something?
Yeah, well, actually, let me give you, can I get down your basic information? I'll email all that information to you, and I think Corey can actually get directly to you. Is that okay?
Sure, that'd be great.
So what's your name?
Sam.
Okay, Sam. This is just a little bit of role playing of what you would do in a referral situation. Hi, my name is Jeff. Can I answer any questions?
Hi, I'm Sam.
Hi,
Yeah,
Sam.
you know, I was listening in there, and some of the stuff that Pastor was saying was really kind of hitting me pretty hard. And I'd like to talk to somebody about some of that stuff if I could.
Definitely. You know what? I'd love to connect you with one of our prayer partners or one of our staff members. Can I take you?
Yeah, that'd be
Okay,
great.
cool. Thanks. And that, in a very easy form, is the Bridge Ministry. So once again, I want to say thank you very much for being a part of this, and I hope that you'll be able to join us on Christmas Eve and help connect people to a real kind of relational connection to Vice Peak Christian Church. A couple of things that you just need to know before we go here is that you need to make sure you know where the bathrooms are. I know that seems like a very simple thing, but often that might be the very first question that you're asked, where the bathrooms are. You also need to know that there's no child care. Now these are questions that you'll probably be asked if you come before the service. After service, I mean obviously these questions will already have been answered, but just know that if you come early, you got to know where those bathrooms are and that there is no child care. We just don't offer that for Christmas Eve and Easter. But above all else, make sure that your eyes are very much open and aware for those people who just look a little bit lost or confused. Feel free to just jump in there and ask them. And if they say they're okay and they already know what's going on or that they don't need any help, then that's fine. But at least you asked. And we just want to make sure that no one walks around here confused or lost or wondering what to do next. So you can help bridge that connection and make it a little bit easier, a little bit smoother time here at Pikes Peak Christian Church. Another bit of information you need to know is that if you are watching this online, and that means you received an email with a link to this video, and on that email there are Christmas times, the Christmas service times. After you've watched this, after you've prayed about it and decided you're going to be a part of this ministry, I need you to go back to that email and decide which services you can be a part of, and then I need you to contact the leader of this ministry, and their information will be on that email. Now if you're watching this on a DVD, then wait for after I'm done talking. We're going to put that information on the DVD and the service times of Christmas Eve and also the contact information you need to contact the right people, because we need to know who's going to be there and when, so we can make sure that we have a lot of Bridge people there waiting to answer any kind of questions people might have. And you know what? After this video, you might have some more questions yourself. If you have any other kinds of questions, feel free to contact that leader and get those questions answered so you feel confident and comfortable as you come in here to help with the Bridge Ministry. The last and kind of most important thing is that we need you guys to be praying over this time. That between now and Christmas, God's going to do some great things at Pikes Peak Christian Church, and we really need prayer coverage. And that we can do the best job that we can do on our own, but unless God is in the mix, it just doesn't work. And so I would ask that you be praying for the people who are going to be coming to our church, that they would make a real personal connection to this place, that they would find the relationships that they need, that they would get the answers to their questions. I ask that you would pray that this would be a place that people could come and grow spiritually, that this would be a place where families could come and feel comfortable, feel like this is a place where they can belong, so we can really build those God-honoring families that we want to build here at this church. So join us in prayer. Join us in covering this time in prayer, because I really believe that this Christmas season could be a turning point for a lot of people in our community. So once again, I want to say thank you. Thank you for considering being a part of this Bridge Ministry. And if you have any other questions, contact your leader or contact me. My information is on the website. I'd love to answer any questions that you have. But God bless you guys, and we'll see you at Christmas.